Welcome to the Bigger the Pill podcast, man. Y'all already know the saying, man. The bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, and you the pill, baby. That's anything you got going on in your life. I'm your host, Curtis McNeil. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. That's the only way the channel gonna grow is if y'all grow with me, I grow with y'all, we grow together. To my live audience, I do have stars now. Feel free to send the stars. If not, I just appreciate y'all being here anyway. Y'all know how we rock it, man. Y'all see what I done pulled back out now. Y'all see what I done pulled back out now. This prediction book is the truth, you hear me? This prediction book right here is the truth. And we had another good one tonight, y'all. Excuse the mic. I had to adjust it just now. Excuse the mic. Man, listen, man. We had another good one tonight. Well, I mean, depending on how you define good. Because if you ask me, it was another BTA belt the ass again tonight for the Green Bay Packers. You feel me? Which I told y'all was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we call the Michael Parsons effect, man. It's called the Michael Parsons effect, man. One of the most influential defensive players we have in the game. The man ain't gotta make a play to make a play. You hear me? This why I talk so much junk about them Cowboys when they let them go. You can't have a generational talent like that and let them walk out the door for nothing. You hear me? You let them walk out the door for nothing. You feel me? Like, you can't do that, Jerry. You just can't do that, Jerry. And you got Kenny Clark. And then you want to know what's the crazy thing about it? If you look at it from the Green Bay side of things, they not missing nothing with him gone. You're missing a lot, Cowboys. Jerry Jones. You're missing a lot with with Michael Parsons. Not on that defensive line. You missing a lot. You hear me? And it shows. It shows. Rashawn Gary might be an all-pro this year just because he got Michael Parsons on the other side. Did you see how many plays Rashawn Gary made tonight? Just off the strength because Michael Parsons was on the field with him? This what Dallas was missing when they had Micah and DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence is a good player, don't get me wrong. But he ain't no Rashawn Gary. You hear me? Rashawn Gary might be a Pro Bowler this year, all pro this year, because he's on the same defensive line as Michael Parsons, man. The man make plays without making plays, man. Y'all seen that tonight. If you didn't see it, you're not a fan. You're not a fan, and if you are a fan, your IQ just is not all the way there. Michael Parsons was out there making plays without making plays tonight, man. And it looked effortlessly. Nobody has that type of explosion off the line of scrimmage like Michael Parsons. This man comes off the line of scrimmage like a track racer, bro. You know how people that run track come out the blocks? That's exactly how Michael Parsons comes off the line, bro. When the quote QB say height, nigga, and that ball is snapped, Michael is exploding off that line, bro, with ill intentions. You hear me? You hear me? You know you exploding off the line fast when you got offensive tackles false starting just because they trying to beat you to the spot. They know the snap count and they still going on false start because they trying to beat you to the spot, man. That defense that the Green Bay Packers have, I'm telling y'all, that is arguably a top 2 defense this year. And we only done played 2 games, but I'm willing to put my flag on that right now. Did y'all see Hicks? Did y'all see the cornerback? How many plays he made tonight? The man was targeted at least 7 times. And nothing was going on his side of the field, man. That defense. Michael Parsons on that Green Bay defense is something otherworldly, dog. I'm telling y'all, Green Bay already had the defense. You put a game record, a real playmaker on that defense, and look at how they look, man. This was Jaden Daniels we talking about tonight, bro. He looked mediocre tonight. I'm going to be real. He looked mediocre. Why is that? It's because of that defense and the additions of Michael Parsons, bro. Jerry Jones, this was what I was talking about. I ain't want to have to do you like this, Jerry. I tried to warn you beforehand, Jerry. I ain't want to have to do you like this, Jerry Jones. I ain't want to have to do y'all Cowboys like this. But come on, man. You got to be smarter than the average bear, boo-boo. You know, yo, shout out Yogi Bear, man. That might be before some of y'all time. Shout out Yogi Bear. You got to be smarter than the average bear, boo-boo. Huh? What we talking about, man? Let's get a round of applause for that Packers defense, man. Them boys is not to be played with. Them boys is not to be trifled with. And they is not to be taken lightly, bro. I'm telling y'all now, that's a top 2 defense this season. And we only 2 weeks in. And I guarantee you by the end of this season, they will finish a top 2 defense, bro. You held Jaden Daniels and the Commanders, bro, to only 18 points tonight, bro. Ain't nobody else doing that. I'm gonna tell you now. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders this will probably be the lowest scoring game they see all season, bro. 18 points, bro. I'm telling y'all that. That Green Bay Packers defense is legit. You feel me? I'm telling you. And it was already legit. That's the crazy thing about it. It was already legit. They was already legit. That's not even up for debate. They was already legit, bro. And you put a talent, a generational talent, like Micah Parsons on that D-line? Come on, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all here long, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Thursday night football, man. It was only one game to talk about and one game only. Shout out Jordan Love, man. What I told y'all, I took Pat Mahomes. I took Pat Mahomes as my MVP this year. But I'm telling you now, Jordan Love right now is making a strong case to be MVP this year, man. Great game. Dot after dot after dot. You hear me? The boy out there, but you can't hand the ball out better than what he passing it right now, man. Jordan Love is balling. Out of control. Not to mention he got Josh Jacobs in his backfield, man. What we talking about? Matt LaFleur calling the plays, man. Did y'all see what Matt LaFleur did when the Commanders scored and brought it to a touchdown game? Did you not see the 3 plays Matt LaFleur called back to back? To get them to score again, to go back up 2 possessions? Come on, man. Come on, man. You got the fake wide receiver handoff where he take the snap, fake the pitch to Jordan Love, carry it for a first down. Then, right after that, Matt LaFleur come back and hit you with the Matt Golden jet sweep. The Matthew Golden jet sweep for another first down. And then right after that, he got the Commanders so confused, they thought he was going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs and take whatever Josh gave him. He come with the play action and get Jordan Love a wide open look to Tucker Kraft in the end zone for a touchdown, man. What we talking about, man? Green Bay is hitting on all cylinders right now. That's my NFC Super Bowl pick from the beginning of the year. I told y'all when they signed Michael Parsons, that was my Super Bowl pick. That's my NFC Super Bowl pick. And right now, how it's looking, they the best team in the NFC. Sorry, Philadelphia. Y'all the defending champs, but I'm going to tell you, you don't look like you can mess with them Green Bay Packers. I'm going to tell you now. Don't look like nobody in the NFC can fool with them. We going to see how that stand. But I'm telling you, nah, dog. That Green Bay Packers team looks like the team to beat in the NFC. It's no discussions. If you think otherwise, you a fool. Did y'all not see that? That was poetry in motion tonight. John Harbaugh, I hope you watched the game tonight. Look, you didn't even play tonight, and I'm on your ass. John Harbaugh, Baltimore Ravens head coach, I hope you watched the game tonight. That's how you play to win. and not sit back and play not to lose, man. This man came back after Jaden Daniels brought the game to a 1-touchdown game, a 1-possession game. Balls to the wall. We going to score again. And he probably ain't even have touchdown on his mind. If he did, that means he had big cojones. He probably didn't even have touchdown on his mind because he didn't need a touchdown to call to say the game was over. They could have went down there and kicked the field goal and won the game, man. But no, what Matt LaFleur do? Matt LaFleur said, nah, I got 3 plays I've been holding in this playbook all night long. Balls to the wall for sure. Big balls. Yeah. Matt LaFleur said, I got 3 plays in this playbook I ain't called all night long, and I'm about to hit y'all ass with it right now. Yeah. Come on, Hicks gonna take that direct snap, fake the pitch to Jordan Love, be in the corner, go get that first down. Turn around right after that and say, you know what? I got a rookie wide receiver that's really like that. Come here, Matthew Golden. This is what I want you to do. I'm going to run you on a jet sweep. Go get me another first down. Then turned around after that and say, yeah, they think I'm going to get the ball to Josh Jacobs because they think I'm going to settle for these little 3 points. I ain't giving it to him. I'm going to play action it to him, and I'm going to hit Tucker Craft in the end zone for a touchdown. We going to go ahead and let them know right now this game is over. That's how you coach to win, man. John Harbaugh, if you watch the game tonight, I hope you took notes, man. I hope you took notes, man. Because that's how you coach a game. That's how you call plays. That's how you call plays. You go get that W. Ain't no waiting. Ain't no hoping my defense gonna stop you. And Green Bay got the defense where he could have did that. He could have settled for the field goal and let his defense go out there and do what they do. He could have easily did that. He got the defense to do it. No, I'm going to win this game right here, right now. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to even talk about. That's how you do that. That's how you do that, man. You play the game to win, man. You don't play the game not to lose. You play the game to win, man. That's how you do that, Matt LaFleur. That's how you do that. Shout out Matt LaFleur. For my predictions for the week, I had picked the Packers to win this game. As y'all know, Packers already won. We gonna jump in the rest of the predictions for the week so I can bring y'all up to speed, and then we gonna jump into these player stats, man. Y'all know what's going on. It's the Bigger the Pill podcast, baby. The bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, and you the pill, baby. That's anything going on in your life. You hear me? So, boom. Rest of the predictions for week 2. We got the Giants playing the Cowboys. I took the Cowboys. Cowboys look good game 1. Giants did not look good at all. So, you know what I'm saying? Although the Giants probably do got the better defense, so it's really a toss-up. But we gonna see how that go, because Dak Prescott usually don't lose to the Giants. So we gonna see how that go. So I took the Cowboys over the Giants. Then we got the Seahawks playing the Steelers, which is a revenge game for DK Metcalf. I'm pretty sure he go for $120. That's if Aaron Rodgers feed him like how he's supposed to. So we gonna take the Steelers over the Seahawks. Then we got the Rams and the Titans. Y'all already know the story with the Titans. Titans got an amazing defense, but they got a rookie quarterback. So I'm pretty sure the Rams win that game. Then we got the Bills and the Jets. We all know that's a wash. Bills about to beat the brakes off the Jets this weekend. I'd be surprised if the game was close. Bills gonna beat the brakes off the Jets. Let me see what we got. Steelers gonna win. He definitely gonna feed them big, bro. Facts. I hope he do. I hope he do. It's a revenge game. DK Metcalf deserved that. You know what I'm saying? He deserved that. He worked hard enough for the Seahawks. Seahawks let him go for Tyler Lockett. And Tyler Lockett ain't even there no more. But that's a whole nother conversation. We gonna leave that alone. I hope he feed DK. I hope Aaron Rodgers feed DK. I want to see DK go for about $120, $130 on them boys. 2 tugs. And solidify himself as, yeah, I was the number one. Not Tyler Lockett. I was the number one over there. Although they got Jackson Smith and Jigba over there and he doing his thing. So I ain't mad at him. They had a replacement for him. I ain't mad at it. But I hope DK go back and show his natural bone ass out there. on them Seattle Seahawks this weekend. Okay, we got Metcalf getting a touchdown. Rodgers throwing for 2+ passing touchdowns for sure. I can see that. But I'm going to be real. I'm going to be honest with you. With Arthur calling the plays, he might only throw for one. Here you go with that BS now, talking about still a nation. Now, I ain't trying to hear all that now. I ain't trying to hear all that. Y'all better figure out what y'all gonna do with that run game and that pass defense that y'all got over there with all them senior citizens y'all got in that secondary. But like I say, the night about the Green Bay Packers and the Commanders, I ain't gonna jump into that. I'm gonna let you be great, little bro. I'm gonna let you be great. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Do your thing, because right now y'all look good over there. So, all right, moving right along. Then we got the Pats and the Dolphins. We all know what's going on with the Dolphins. It ain't nothing to talk about with the Dolphins. The Dolphins is done. They might as well go ahead and scrape all that down to the bones, to the skeleton. Everybody go. Trade everybody and just start over. We know what's going on with the Dolphins. So I'm taking the Patriots over the Dolphins this weekend. Don't be surprised, though, if the Dolphins squeak them one out. You know what I mean? They do got more weapons than the Patriots. They got the better skill positions. Blase. Oh, well. So, but I'm taking the Pats. Then we got the Jags and the Bengals. Now, this way it could get a little controversial because I'm taking the Jags to beat the Bengals this weekend. I'm going to be honest. The Bengals ain't show me nothing in week 1. They coach say the reason why they always had these slow starts is because none of his starters play in the preseason. He played his starters in the preseason, and they still looked like garbage against the Browns. Browns don't miss 2 field goals. That game is over, and they lose. So I'm taking the Jags over the Bengals this weekend. Then we got the 49ers and the Saints. I'm taking the Saints. The 49ers beat up right now. Christian McCaffrey don't look like himself. Coming back off injury, he don't look like himself right now. Brock Purdy hurt. We won't see a Brock Purdy-led offense for another 2 to 5 weeks due to a bad toe and a messed up shoulder. George Kittle done damn near ripped his hamstring off the bone, so we won't hear from George Kittle for another 7 weeks. And that's at the least. Dak Prescott ripped his hamstring off the bone last year, and we ain't see no more of him for the rest of the season. I don't wish that on my boy George Kittle, because George Kittle is my second favorite tight end in the NFL right now. I like to see George Kittle play. George Kittle is the founder of Tight End University. You feel me? And then you got a rookie, might as well say rookie wide receiver that you counting on in Ricky Pearsall. He can't carry no offense by himself. So I'm taking the Saints to beat the 49ers. Browns play the Ravens. Pretty sure we'll blow them boys out, but we gonna see. Because John Harbaugh does lead the league in fourth quarter, you know what I'm saying, leads blown. The man got 17 fourth quarter leads, double-digit leads that he done blew in his career. 17 games is a whole regular season. So it's a problem there with the coaching. But I'm pretty sure we got the roster to blow the Browns out, whether coaching good or not. So I'm going to take the Ravens. You got the Bears playing the Lions. Lions have lost their D coordinator and their O coordinator, and they don't look the same. They look horrible. So I'm taking the Bears to actually get a win in that game. Call me what you want. Believe me if you want. We'll see how that turn out, but I'm taking the Bears over the Lions. Then we got the Broncos and the Colts. Now this is where I kind of got a little ballsy with this one, but I feel real good about this pick. And I took the Colts over the Broncos. Reason I took the Colts over the Broncos is because Shane Steichen is a better play caller than Sean Payton. Sean Payton is great. He's a Hall of Famer. When he retires, he will be in the Hall as a head coach. Don't get it twisted. Don't get me wrong. What I'm banking on with that pick is the sophomore slump of Bo Nix. Bo Nix threw a pick against a Tennessee Titans-led defense. You see what I'm saying? So, and he really was supposed to throw multiple picks. But that's never here nor there. I'm taking the Colts over the Broncos. Colts look real good in week 1. They got the better run game. And they got the better, I ain't gonna say, the defense is kind of even, but that Broncos defense is just, them boys might be like this much better. It ain't too much better, but you feel me? It's right there. It's nip and tuck. It's going to be a nip and tuck ball game. But I took the Colts. I stepped out on a limb with that one. So if I'm wrong on that one, I can bite the bullet and be wrong on that one. Then we got the Panthers and the Cardinals. We all see what the Panthers is. We all know what the Panthers is. It ain't their fault. It's Bryce Young's fault. I hate to be the one to say it because I had high hopes for Bryce Young coming out of Alabama. I thought Bryce Young was going to be able to be what Kyler Murray was, if not better, because he is a better pocket passer than Kyler Murray. He just doesn't have the athleticism that Kyler Murray has, which doesn't bode well in the NFL when you're a small quarterback. You got to be able to move. You got to be able to change the pocket. Got to be. But I took the Cardinals over the Panthers. Then we got the Eagles and the Chiefs. I took the Eagles because, of course, the Chiefs are beat up once again to start the season. You got your number one wide receiver on a 6-game suspension. We won't see him until week 6. Then which made Xavier Worthy step up to your number one. He gets hurt first game of the season. We won't see him for another 2 to 3 weeks. So that leaves you Hollywood Brown, Juju, and Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is on the back end of his career. So you see how that kind of works. You got a rookie left tackle. You know what I'm saying? So I took the Eagles over the Chiefs. You got the Falcons and the Vikings. I'm going to be real. I like J.J. McCarthy. I don't believe in J.J. McCarthy yet. And he had a great game, a great second half against the Bears. Great play calling, Kevin O'Connell. But I don't have faith in him just yet. He got to at least get me 2 more wins before I have true faith in KOC. I'm talking about Kevin O'Connell. True faith in J.J. McCarthy. He got to get me at least 2 more wins. And he ain't got to win them consecutively, but he got to get me at least 2-3 more wins before I actually say, okay, I believe in him. Great quarterback, though. Don't get it twisted. Great quarterback. Great quarterback. He has a very promising career in the NFL. Then we have the Bucs and the Texans. I took the Bucs. And the reason I'm taking the Bucs, although C.J. Stroud is a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield, and y'all know I love Baker Mayfield. C.J. Stroud is a better quarterback, though. If you watch football, you can see that for yourself. C.J. Stroud is definitely a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. But C.J. Stroud ain't got the protection that Baker Mayfield has. Baker Mayfield's O-line is light years better than C.J. Stroud's O-line. C.J. Stroud's O-line ain't nothing but a bunch of turnstiles. You pay your fee and you gonna get in. That's it. That's it. That's all. So I took the Bucs over the Texans. And then last but not least, we got the Chargers and the Raiders. I took the Chargers over the Raiders just because the Chargers have the better defense and the better run game. So that's the week 2 predictions. I'm going to go through it one more time real quick. Packers, which won tonight. Cowboys over the Giants. Steelers over the Seahawks. Rams over the Titans. Bills over the Jets. Patriots over the Dolphins. Jags over the Bengals. Saints over the 49ers. Ravens over the Browns, Bears over the Lions, Colts over the Broncos, Cardinals over the Panthers, Eagles over the Chiefs, Falcons over the Vikings, Bucs over the Texans, and Chargers over the Raiders. That's the week 2 prediction. If y'all are one of those that like to bet on the game straight up, who win, who lose, that's my picks. Take it or leave it. That's how I'm rocking this year. But now, back to this Green Bay Packers and Commanders game, man. Because I already done talked about the defense. I already done talked about the play calling from Matt LaFleur. You know what I mean? I already done talked about all that. Let's jump into these stats, man. Y'all know we gonna jump into these stats, man. Y'all know I like to jump into these stats because stats help you understand what really went on out there. 24-42 for Jaden Daniels, man. 42 pass attempts. You know you're losing. You know you're losing if your quarterback got to throw the ball more than 35 times. And the reason I say that is because a lot of teams and a lot of coaches in the NFL does not like, unless you got a quarterback that you know can just flat out spin the ball, a lot of teams not trying to have their quarterback over 40 pass attempts. Because most of the time, if your quarterback is over 40 pass attempts, that means that's because you're playing from behind. So you got to put the ball in the air because you got to make up for the point difference. You got to get back on the board and hopefully tie that game up or take the lead. So Jaden Daniels had 42 pass attempts tonight on 24 completions. 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of his touchdowns, I don't even really want to count because it came in garbage time, but it was the touchdown that brought them back within striking distance to take the lead again. He has no run game. That's what's killing them off. Commanders. I said something about this earlier before the season started when y'all traded Brian Robinson Jr. to the 49ers. I said that was going to cost y'all. I told y'all that was going to cost y'all. Austin Eckler is not a every down back. He's not. When he first was with the Chargers, he was. But he's gotten older now, and he's suffered multiple injuries. He got hurt tonight on a non-contact injury. He's past his prime. Austin Eckler gave you 8 carries on 17 yards tonight. Jaden Daniels gave you 7 carries on 17 yards. And Ja'Cory Koski-Merritt gave you another 4 carries on 17 yards. It's not going to get it done. That's not going to get it done, man. It's not. That's not y'all offense. It's not. And then on top of that, Jaden Daniels and Kingsbury, the OC, they like to run that tempo. They like to speed the tempo of the game up. You can't do that when you got an older running back, bro. He ain't got that type of drive. He ain't got that type of energy to do that. And fatigue kicked in. Next thing you know, non-contact injury. The man out for the rest of the game. You can't do that. But if y'all still had Brian Robinson Jr., you could have did that all night. Y'all could have wore that Packers defense down and ran tempo all night and wore that Packers defense down. Before you know it, y'all would have been back in the game and y'all possibly could have won this game. You got to know your personnel, man. KYP, know your personnel. You got to know your personnel, man. Y'all didn't have the personnel to try to run that tempo, that up-tempo offense that y'all like to run. You didn't have it. Y'all put y'all faith in Austin Eckler. That's why y'all let Brian Robinson Jr. go, and that made no sense. Austin Eckler ain't played a full season healthy in how long? It's a reason he's not in San Diego. Well, them boys ain't in San Diego no more. It's a reason he's not a Charger anymore, man. It's a reason for that. It's a reason. And y'all put y'all faith in him and let that young boy go, and you see what you get. You see what you get. Shout out to the old man, Zach Ertz, because he's still doing this thing at tight end. Come from Philly to y'all, and he's still doing his thing. And he an old man now. Zach Ertz old. Y'all whole team full of old cats. Let's keep it real, Commanders. Y'all whole team full of old cats, man. Them boys past their prime. Y'all went and got them boys because of their names. They passed their prime, man. But shout out Zach Ertz, man. Shout out Zach Ertz because he's still doing it. 6 for 64 yards and a touchdown. He's still doing it. At an elite level. He's still doing it, don't get me wrong. But you can't expect to win a game when he is your lead receiver. And he's the only one getting in the end zone. Debo gave you a touchdown tonight, but what's going on? Y'all got Scary Terry? Y'all don't even want to feed Scary Terry. Why? Because y'all put incentives in his contract that y'all don't want to have to pay? Tell the truth. Y'all ain't want to pay him before. Y'all begrudgingly gave him the contract that y'all gave him. And then put the incentives in there like y'all was dealing with a bum wide receiver. He's not a bum. He's going to get them incentives. So guess what y'all do on the back end? Okay, we can't feed him like that, because we ain't trying to pay him anyway. And y'all see what it's costing y'all? Y'all see it? You feed Scary Terry tonight because the cornerback that showed out for Green Bay tonight, and Hicks, he wasn't even guarding Scary Terry. You feed Scary Terry tonight, I guarantee this was a closer game. I guarantee this was a closer game if you feed Scary Terry tonight. He was being guarded by the second best cornerback on Green Bay. Might have been the third at times when he lined up in the slot, and y'all still wouldn't feed the man. Why? Because y'all want to be selfish. Y'all don't want to have to pay them incentives if he hit them incentives. Come on, man. Come on, Washington. Tighten up. Tighten up. I had y'all competing for at least winning the division, although y'all wasn't going to win the division. I got Philly winning the division hands down. That's not debatable. But y'all could have at least competed for the division. At least. At the bare minimum. Y'all going to be second in the division. But how it's looking, even at second in the division ain't going to get y'all in the playoffs. It ain't going to get y'all there. So what we doing? What we doing, Washington? Dan Quinn? You're a D coordinator by heart. There's no reason your defense should look like that. Lattimore, you better wake up out there, boy. Crazy thing about it, I can't expect you to wake up too much because you only done played 25 games in the last 2 seasons. So I can't expect you to wake up too much. You're past your prime too. Wagner trying to hold it down that middle linebacker, he's past his prime too. He's old. Still a knock 5, you know. Still a great middle linebacker. But he's old now. He's an old dude now, man. What y'all doing, Washington? Y'all better tighten up over there. I'm telling you, you better tighten up. You better tighten up. Then we go to the Packers side of things. Jordan Love, 19 for 31. And the only reason he had 31 pass attempts is because them boys went to experiment on y'all. After a while, once they figured out that they had the game won, them boys went to experiment on y'all, man. Them boys went to just calling whatever they wanted to call in the playbook. They getting ready for the next week. They try to see what plays they gonna script for next week. And they use y'all as practice dummies. Come on, man. They use y'all as practice dummies. That whole fourth quarter was plays that they probably will never run again. They was out there trying stuff on y'all, man. The whole fourth quarter. The only thing that remained consistent once the fourth quarter hit was them handing the ball out to Josh Jacobs. All the rest of them plays they ran on y'all, man, they probably won't never touch them plays again unless they got to. They ran them on y'all just to see if they would work. What we talking about, Washington? What we talking about? Y'all better tighten up out there, man. Jordan Love, 19 of 31 for 292 yards. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I'm willing to make a prediction right here, right now, and y'all hold me to it. Any game that boy Jordan Love go the whole game without throwing an interception or fumbling the ball, them boys will be undefeated in those games this year.